By the way, somebody said, hey, Chad, you shouldn't say cracker on the radio if you're not willing to say the N-word. I'm offended. I need equal offense.
No. That's the N-word is you can't use that because you're white. You are white, so you can call yourself a cracker.
Yes, that's right. Or
a honky.
Honky. Somebody said saltine Americans. I like that.
Saltine Americans?
Yeah, saltine. Ritz Americans?
No, Ritz. That you could use that one because you're a ginger.
That's what I am, a ginger. We were laughing earlier today. Belle says, have you seen this? It's the funniest. It's a meme. And this girl's got like red hair all the way down to her butt. And she cuts, 30 inches off of her hair?
Yeah, she cuts like 3 feet off of her hair to donate to charity for kids with cancer.
And what happens?
And then somebody comments, great, now the kid's got to be a ginger on top of having cancer.
Us gingers. By the way, sources say Epstein survivors are going to be there at the Grijalva swearing in. You know what's funny is the Republicans running around going, we have to make sure we protect their names. They're all standing in front of willing to do 1,000 interviews. They want it out there. They don't want to be hidden anymore. They don't want silence anymore. They want their voices heard. They do. And I said it, everybody's like, well, Chad, what about Russia? I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I don't care. Remember, a lot of this happened prior to him becoming a politician. And when he says, he's not a politician. Yeah, you're a politician. First of all, you've been in politics your whole life because you can't be a developer in New York and not know how to grease the wheels in the world of politics. But you've been president once before. You ran, and now you're president again. You're in politics now.
He became a politician when he had his first meeting with Congress.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's it. So, look, they released stuff today. It's not a good look. And it's stuff that was from years ago saying Trump knew things. I'm sorry, if you knew things, and I keep waiting for any one of you. Somebody said, what if your friend dealt drugs? I'm like, is he moving weight? Because if my friend's moving weight, you know what I'm not doing? He's not my friend anymore. We're not hanging out. And chances are he's a killer. So I'm probably not going to do anything but turn state's evidence and then get in the witness protection program.
That would be a good plan.
That's a little bit different than, if your buddy sells a dime bag every once in a while down the street, which you're going to have to do now that we're getting rid of hemp.
Yeah, the black market's black market is celebrated because now they get their action back.
Yeah, no doubt. No more gummies for you. Don't worry, I got all kinds of gummies. All kinds of gummies. You want some yummy gummies? You want some of these over here? These are the 99 Wow-Wows.
Those are those left-handed gummies.
Oh, yeah, you better watch out for those things. But, yeah, there's a difference. Nobody's texting. I put it out there. If you have friends that are human trafficking in children, we'd like to know if you've decided what you're going to do. We haven't got that text yet. Let me know, Belle, if that one comes in. Oh, I got a buddy who human traffics.
Okay. He's not moving weight, though.
No. So Trump
They're all
says,
skinny girls.
Yeah, just skinny, moving weight, big weight. He's a bigger girl. I only do big ladies. The government's still closed, but they're hoping to reopen it tonight. He hopes to get it on his desk tonight and sign it. But as we talked about, and we've been talking about, Massey, you never know with him. And with the ACA and the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene is looking at what's going on out there, and she's saying the same thing a lot of other Americans. My kids can't afford to live. They can't afford to move out of my house. So I wouldn't be surprised if she says, hey, Mr. Speaker, your ass is going to make sure that we have a vote on this. Not we're going to talk about it, and I want to know what your plan is before I go and vote yes on any of this stuff.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling that they could be debating well into tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
on this thing.
This is where they call it horse trading goes on?
Yeah.
Yeah, horse trading. Because Massey's going to say, well, he may say no. Well, the hemp thing is bizarre. Again, why they put the hemp?
That was sneaky.
Yeah. It was Mitch McConnell. Did he even know he did it? Because he's at that point now where he's become...
I'm sure it was a favor that he sold to either the alcohol lobby or the pharma lobby.
Yeah, they all love big pharma. And I bet, I bet all the politicians here who had to, who were trying to become the nominee, because early voting started today, I bet they're excited at this, because none of them wanted to endorse any kind of thing to do with weed.
How do you have a state where Thomas Massey comes from it, Rand Paul comes from it, and Mitch McConnell comes from it? I think the only thing I can guess and feel justified in saying is that McConnell was able to prevent his own primarying because he was a leader of the Senate.
Yeah, I guess, huh?
Because he is just he's a complete scumbag, and you've got the citizens of Kentucky up there voting for two libertarians who are all about freedom, and then you got this guy selling favors to get rid of him.
Well, that's what they all sell favors. I mean, that's just it. And thing with McConnell is, see, this is the problem with McConnell and all these guys. They're so out of touch, right? The lobbyists know they can go back to these guys, the Schumers of the world and all of them, and still get their whatever we need. What bidding we need done, you'll do it for us while you still can, because they realize things are changing. Like the left is getting ready to go through a major battle in which way they're going to go.
Oh, yeah.
And for those of you guys who don't know, Mondani, and now there's a socialist mayor that was voted in Seattle. So there's a battle.
Did that election already take place?
Yeah. So the socialist one. Che Guevara, Sanchez, Laura. I don't know what her name is.
Enjoy your bad decisions, guys.
And here's the thing. If you want to see how it works, Seattle's a place to do it, because they're all about getting rid of the corporatists to a certain extent. You'll have a better chance of trying to get through some wacky ideas there than you will with Mondani.
Yeah.
Right, because Mondani is... like Kathy Hochul's like, yeah, I support him. He wants to give free buses. Yeah, that ain't happening. I'm not giving him a penny. He better raise some money himself or learn how to drive a damn bus.
I saw the press conference she did where she was talking about how we are not eliminating that revenue stream.
Yes.
Just to, hold up one of his campaign promises.
Yeah, and I thought that would be the easiest one for him to get by. It was like, okay, at least they give away free buses, free bus rides. No, can't even do that. So... I know Tommy Tuberville thinks it's going to be Sharia law there in a week or two.
Oh, it already is. They've already started beheading women that cheat.
Oh, totally. And the call for prayer going out. We've already lost it, boys. It's too late now. New York's done. Like, settle down there, Tommy. Hey, Would you take the LSU job if they offered it to you?
Me?
No, Tommy Tuberville.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I was going to say, yeah.
He used to be a coach, didn't he?
Yeah, he was coach. He coached Auburn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would he take that job again? No, he enjoys this.
Probably not.
Money talks, though, at some point in time.
Well, it does.
Hey, did you see that yesterday? The, what's his name, who got fired? Kelly?
Brian Kelly.
They offered him $25 million that night, and he's all, you owe me 54. I want my $54 million.
Why would he take that?
Well, but if they're starting at 24, they're willing to negotiate a little bit. So why would you just take it and leave money on the table?
The reason is because there's a clause. The clause is in there where you have to actively search for another gig, or to offset that. But no, he's like, no, not in this. You owe me $54 million, and I want my $54 million. Now they could pay it out over installments of like 20 years.
Yeah.
But the way it went down, I could see why he's pissed. Couldn't you? I mean, it's some of those fan bases out there, you guys think you're way bigger than you really are. Like, you win, not like, good luck finding somebody to go into Penn State and win 10, 11 games every single year. And now you think you're going to go find somebody else who's going to come in and win you 11 games. You're not going to be happy there either. Yeah. So good luck with your stupid uniforms.
Yeah, coaches, college coaches don't have much time anymore.
No. It used to be the great job, right? You get that and you go from there. And the other thing too, remember the governor? So the governor.
Oh yeah.
He was the one who wanted him out. He pushed him and then the athletic director out. And he was telling everybody, we have to pay for it ourselves. And LSU came out and goes, the state's not paying a penny for this. Donors are. Stop lying. Oh, my Lord. Football, baby. Football. A lot of text here about Chad. You keep saying if Trump knew and didn't do anything, but you're ignoring that he did do something. He banned him. Actually, if you look at the emails, he never banned him, according to this email. That could be a lie, but they're not denying the email's legitimacy. And secondly, dude, if your buddy, in theory, is human trafficking and child molesting, and you're like, you can't come to my house anymore, and you're like, I've done my part. I'm sorry. You got to do more than that. You do. What do you consider weight in pounds? This is what we've been talking about drugs. We're trying to teach you guys. You're moving weight.
Anything over a ton.
Yeah. It's got to be about.
As long as it's under 2,000 pounds, you're good.
Yeah. And he knows. Now, I don't know what that is when it comes to as far as what goes on the boat in Venezuela as they blow those little people off. You know, did you see that the Brits aren't sharing information with us anymore?
No.
Yeah, they're not sharing intelligence because of what's going on there. Because I guess they shared some, and we were like,
they don't want to get blamed for just random killings.
Yeah, they're already in trouble, right? We've already got enough problems. We don't need you guys hopping on to it because the British told us you guys were smuggling drugs. Oh, so speaking of Venezuela, we should talk about that. It's kind of interesting because it's getting close. You're not moving all of that firepower there to allow Maduro to stay in power. I think we can recognize. If he is still in power and we did nothing and then the Gerald Ford leaves, floats in, floats out. First of all, why did you move it from where it was to come over there and just to float around? But they're talking about 200,000 people. When I talked to my buddy Mike Lyons, the military guy, he says, I don't think people realize they have a formidable force and they have some serious weapons and we don't have enough people. So, God willing, that doesn't happen. But there's no doubt there's going to be more that's happening. So, goodness, it's all happening, kids. It's all happening. It is. Welcome to America. And yet, our government, more chaos is going on now, and our government's not even open. Our government's not even open.
I say we just keep it like this.
If you could get everybody paid and those people didn't have to be there, why can't they just come in once every few months?
Well, that's pretty much what Congress does anyway.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what this one did. But, I mean, does it really need to be there all the time? Shouldn't you be with your constituents all the time? Shouldn't that be part of the game? You know, I don't want to hang out with them. No, you have to.
Busy fundraising.
That's what they have to do. It's always about fundraising. It's weird that you fundraise in a state that you don't live in. That's kind of odd. Coming up, some White Woman Wednesday. More on all the other goodies going on. We also have One Hit Wonder Wednesday. We got 3 awesome smash hits as well today. So if you miss any of those, and remember, every Tuesday you can start sending us our One Hit Wonders as we ask you to do. And you can always reach out to us through our text and all the other stuff. But we got our One Hit Wonder coming up as well. This is the Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 99.7. This one's for you, white parents. By the way, I'm a white parent.
I am Kylie, and this might be a hot take, but white parents are failing miserably right now. Truly, we are in the middle of a white parenting crisis, and I think there are 3 types of primary issues that we see today. Number 1 is the neglectful parent. This is the parent that just gives their kid an iPad and tells them to fuck off. Or it's the very, very rich parent who is so career focused that they don't give a shit what their child is doing. What this does is it causes these kids to grow up with serious self-esteem issues. Number 2, the racist parent. Yeah, this is the type of parent that literally will spew racist bullshit in front of their children. They'll say bigoted things in general. They'll be homophobic. They'll be Islamophobic. And they're not even giving their kids a fair shot to be normal, healthy individuals. From what I've seen in my experience, a couple of these kids do turn out to have violent tendencies. I think it's that antisocial personality mixed with the hateful rhetoric that they're raised around. And number 3, nice white parents. These are the white parents, specifically moms, that let their sons bulldoze them. They could scream at their mom and literally punch her into the wall, and she'd be like, thanks, sweetie, I love you. It's the sheltering of those boys that leads to absolutely disgusting, hateful, and misogynistic men as they get older. Parent your kids or don't have them, period.
Whew. God, she is on fire today.
She just got all the answers, doesn't she?
You know what? It's nice to know. Well, all white women have the answers.
How many kids does she have?
0.
Oh.
Because of the penis repellent.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can't get close to that.
Yeah, her personality is definitely the best birth control ever invented.
Yeah.
But I like how she always claims that she has seen examples of this.
Yeah. Well, that's everybody's seen examples of it. It's like yesterday we were talking about weed, right? Somebody texted in and goes, I have 3 friends and they smoked weed. Next thing you know, they're, doing crack in the alley or whatever they said.
So they went from weed to heroin. 3
yeah.
family members. And it's like, okay, well, you have 3 anecdotal stories. I can bring in another 50 to 100 people that smoke pot and never did anything else.
Again, the hemp thing, I don't get it. But she gets it right because all white parents are the worst. The best thing you can do if you're a white parent is raise your child as a person of color that's non-gender specific.
And no matter what happens to them, always let them know they're a victim, even if it's something you did to them.
Absolutely. That right there is so important. Everything that's ever happened to you is because of capitalism, the patriarchy, misogyny. God, misogyny. That's the name of my band, actually. Misogyny.
Yeah.
Got a new album coming out called The Patriarchy. Misogyny.
I like how she said, the language that white parents are using is not just homophobic, but Islamophobic.
Yeah. How's that? How? You know what?
And she's seen it.
Of course she has. Of course she's seen it. Of course she has. Which, again, in a shrik Islamic home, she would not be thrilled by what mom and dad may think is right for their child. But because of the color of the skin, they get a pass, is the way she looks at it. Because it's really, I always remember this. It's really only white people have ever done anything wrong. Like what's going on right now in Sudan, white people's fault. Nigeria,
well, you gotta remember,
white people.
I mean, much like Steve Martin, she was born a poor black child.
Weren't we all? We're all Jews in the eye of the Lord, and we all been born poor black children. It's not very nice, Chad. It's racism. Racism. Man, some people are very mad at, what's his name? Massey and Rand Paul. Call them rhinos.
Well, to an extent, I would agree that they are rhinos because they're not about the Republican agenda. No. They're about the liberty agenda. They have to run as Republicans to get elected.
Yeah.
But that's not what they're about.
And by the way,
they're about liberty.
Everybody who calls people rhinos, in particular in the MAGA wing, you're not conservative. You're MAGA. It's totally different. Conservative is not what, William Buckley thought about back in the day. That's all gone now. It's not. You're not fiscal hawks. You're not spending hawks, right? In theory, you're not supposed to be neocons. When you think about all this stuff. Everybody in the party, for the most part, is a rhino because there is no conservative wing of it. Very little of it. Because even with Massey's about freedom, well, the old conservatives had a little bit of the Christian conservative. They wouldn't be about certain things, but he's about the freedom. Same thing with Rand Paul and the weed and stuff like that. Everybody's a rhino nowadays when you think about it. All right, coming up, One Hit Wonder Wednesday. There's one hit, and we wonder what it is. Well, we've got not one, not two, but 3 one-hit wonders.
Some good ones.
Hell yeah, baby. We're going to get your toes stomping. And as I did in the first hour, I'm going to put this out there. I did not write the song. I did not sing the song. Ladies, this one's for you. Even though the song is about some of you ladies and not so much some of you other ones. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. The government, so I think they're meeting now, right? I think they're swearing her in a little bit.
Yeah, they were supposed to at 4 o'clock, which when they say that on the East Coast, that means 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
You know, it'd be hilarious if they got there and they're like, has anybody got the keys? What do you mean? Nobody?
Johnson locked him in his office. Anybody got a spare?
No. Well, get those guys from January 6th in here. They knew how to open it up. Oh, geez, you threw a January 6th in there, for God's sakes, Chad. The Maduro thing, because we're talking about earlier about us, who knows what we're going to do there. And I'm chatting with 2205, talking about, look, we don't need, there's nothing that Venezuela is doing to us that matters at all. Who gives a blank what they do? All right, it's your country. I don't give a rat's ass. You want to run in the ground? Knock yourself out. We're going to send your people back. You do whatever you want with them. Okay? But they pose zero threat. And the drugs, they pose no threat with the drugs. They don't. Cocaine. There is virtually no fentanyl that comes out of South America. China to Mexico, Mexico to the United States. And you know what? We always want to talk about, the right always wants to talk about personal responsibility. How about this? We do a better job of not having a market here. Because we love ourselves some weed? No, we love ourselves some fentanyl. When's the last time somebody died from the weed?
Well, I was talking to the lieutenant governor of Texas, and apparently
all the time. That press conference he held was the greatest press conference, where he was like, somebody could take these gummies, like a whole bag of them, they could stumble onto a train track.
He should have preambled it with, I'm about to make myself look like an idiot, so pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And boy, did he. Oh, lordy, lordy. Even Ted Cruz, by the way, the whole hemp thing, the Ted Cruz, he's not thrilled by this. Because he thinks it's a joke, the whole thing. But, yeah. So, Venezuela, again, I don't give a rat's ass what they do. Knock yourself out. We don't need to do regime change. There's no reason for us to be over there. There isn't. And he's already offered us everything. If we want rare earth minerals, he said you can have them. If you want all the oil, you want to take back the oil things, we can have them. He wants power. Let him have it. Who cares? But they're of no, every time you hear them say, we saved 25,000 people. If it's really what's on there is cocaine, man, maybe 5,000 people a year die from cocaine overdose, and that's a maybe. Where do you have to go to get cocaine? The 80s.
Plus, I understand wanting to see people be okay. Unless you're some kind of sociopath, you don't look around and go, I wish bad things on people. But trying to save people from their self is a fool's errand.
It is a fool's errand. It is absolutely a fool's errand. And this continuous, but the war on drugs is over. Fentanyl and
drugs won.
Yeah, drugs won. They won handily, too. It wasn't even close. They won. I don't care how many red ribbons you wear. I don't care how many times you get out there with Nancy Reagan and talk about, you're going to fight back. I don't care about any of that stuff. It won. Now what you have to do is figure out how to make yourself healthy so you don't need the drugs. That's a better idea. We tried to destroy the war on drugs. Plus, you got to think about the CIA, too, because they don't like the competition, as we all know. So the war on drugs they've won. So let's figure out how to make the marketplace smaller rather than try to defeat the actual product, because that ain't going to happen.
Regulate it.
Regulate. Oh, God, yeah. Regulate.
Just from an economic standpoint, the war on drugs does one thing very well. It's a price support mechanism for the cartels.
Yeah, that's it. And by the way, what's his name? John Curacao? That's his name?
Yes, John Curacao.
You go watch him talk about when he went, they sent him to Afghanistan. He's a former CIA guy. He went to Afghanistan, and they went there for what? So he could go study all the stuff they're doing with the poppies and all of the heroin, and how then they killed his report because the CIA likes the fact that they could get it to Europe, and certain parts of Europe, especially in places we don't like, well, they could get doped up on drugs, and that helps us. This is insane. It is. And we sit there and go, sounds good. Oh, Big Pharma's okay. We're going to wrap it up straight ahead. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Ken,
Yes, sir.
Bell, do you guys like Raisin Bran? Because I got about 40 boxes of them over here. Cinnamon toasty Raisin Brans, all
sir.
kinds of Raisin Brans.
I'll take them.
Keith, I've never even met you, and I love you.
Because if you guys would like, they're right here.
What about me?
Oh, you can have them too.
Hey, Chad.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
I saw
What
that
did you
downstairs. I got a book that
Did you get a coloring book?
that says I can still do everything with one arm. That's the title of the book.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Who sent you that?
I don't know.
Well, they do realize you have two arms
Some
again,
sort of
right?
pirate.
Well, I think it was. Well, it says. Somebody sent me a book called "I Can Still Do Everything with One Arm." I think that's like a celebration
Written
of
by
my
Rick Allen.
shoulder surgery, maybe. Oh, man, here's a note. Hold on, here's a note. So you got some Raisin Bran
I got, well, let me see the Raisin. I got
for Matt.
our good buddy Keith. I got Crunch. I got the Raisin Crunchy one.
Well, this is very. Oh, that's nice. This is
Cinnamon.
very sweet.
Who's the author, Matt? Rick Allen?
You're going to feel bad when I read you this note. The author is Katie Laurel Wells, and this is a gift from Katie Laurel Wells. And it says, Matt, I was born with one arm, and your show over the last few months has given me grace, courage, and grit on my journey with one arm. My swim instructor said I would never swim, and I became a Para-Olympic champion swimmer.
All right.
Oh, way to go.
As ever, Katie from Katie Laurel
Because
Wells.
you had shoulder surgery, she ended up going to the Olympics?
That was my takeaway.
Right.
Bones
That was my
pretty
takeaway.
motivating, aren't they?
I mean, no offense, but like that's kind of an odd thing. Like hey, this guy knew he got shoulder surgery, and I don't have an arm, but now I'm in the Olympics. Like what?
And I won a gold medal.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
It's like that's
Katie, you know what? Come back to us when you win a gold.
Chad's in a bad mood.
No, I'm in a great mood because I got so much. Oh, Northern Lights tonight, guys. Are we going to see any of that?
Here's the great thing. Northern Lights, I'm just saying. Wait a minute. Hold on a sec. I saw a meme where somebody wrote out, it was a lengthy Northern Lights this far south. It's so cold in Florida. I'm just asking questions. And it's a meme of Tucker asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Government operation, whatever. So we're one step closer to Keith running out of things with raisins in them. So that's good.
We're never closer to that.
That's good.
He finds new stuff.
Raisin
all the
Bran
time.
Crunch. There's a different type of Raisin Bran?
This is a crunch, right? This is giant size too. This is large size. They're different.
Giant size, large size. I'm large size. Jackson's giant size.
There you guys go. Yes, he is. And if he would like that, he could use some Raisin Bran.
I wonder what I'm talking about on the show today, Chad.
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? We're talking about the Northern Lights.
Oh, yeah, the Northern Lights are coming.
There you go.
All the way down here?
I don't
Maybe.
know. We're going to find out. Go outside and look. People keep telling me that. You guys have a good day. We'll do it again tomorrow. Wow, look at that.